In the world of professional wrestling, new stars are forged in fire. But every once in a while, a competitor emerges from a totally different kind of fire, the spotlight of Hollywood royalty. She's not just looking to win matches, she's looking to make a statement. This is the story of Arissa LeBrock, the daughter of action legend Steven Seagal and supermodel Kelly LeBrock. She's channeling her father's infamous on-screen intensity into a legitimate threat, and the wrestling world is just starting to see how dangerous she can be. To really get what makes Arissa LeBrock tick, you have to understand the two completely different worlds she came from. Her father is Steven Seagal, the Aikido master who became a global action hero, known for his stoic, almost cold, on-screen violence. Her mother is Kelly LeBrock, an iconic supermodel and actress who practically defined glamour in her era. Arissa grew up navigating these two extremes. On one hand, she was immersed in high fashion and learned how to command attention, just like her mother. On the other, she was exposed to the world of martial arts, where combat is treated like a science. Her father's training wasn't for show. It was about discipline and consequences. For most of her early life, Arissa tried to find her own path. She appeared on the reality show Growing Up Supermodel, which documented her struggle to create her own identity under the massive shadow of her parents. She found success as a plus-size model and became a powerful voice for body positivity, challenging the very industry her mother once dominated. But something else was brewing under the surface. A passion that connected directly to her father's world, but was entirely her own. Arissa began training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the renowned Paragon Jiu-Jitsu and Kickboxing Academy. This wasn't just a hobby. She became a legitimate and dedicated competitor, proving she had a real foundation in combat sports. She was blending her mother's captivating presence with her father's art of fighting. This unique mix, a model's confidence and a BJJ practitioner's grit, made her a natural fit for professional wrestling. It felt like a collision course she was destined for, and pretty soon, the biggest name in the game came knocking. In December of 2019, Arissa got the call that every aspiring wrestler dreams of, an invitation for a multi-day tryout at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. This was it, the golden ticket. The wrestling world was buzzing. Here was a promoter's dream. The daughter of a martial arts icon, a model with a verified BJJ background, and a story waiting to be told. This was her shot to prove she was more than just a famous name. The WWE tryout is famously grueling, a physical and mental gauntlet designed to break even the most elite athletes. For Arissa, with her combat training, the pain and exhaustion should have been right up her alley. She pushed her body to its absolute limit, giving it everything she had. And that's where the dream hit a wall. Shortly after that intense tryout, disaster struck. While the exact details have been kept private, Arissa has said that she got hurt, and the injury sidelined her indefinitely. Think about that for a second. You chase this wild dream, you put your body through the ringer, and just when you're on the verge of making it, it's snatched away. Not because you weren't talented enough, but because your body gave out. Since she was never officially signed, WWE had no reason to comment. So Arissa LeBrock, the can't-miss prospect, just disappeared from the wrestling radar. The silence led to all kinds of internet rumors, but the truth was far simpler. She wasn't blacklisted, she was broken. The injury put her dream on hold and sent her into what she later admitted was the darkest, worst place of her life. For a few years, it seemed like the story of Arissa LeBrock, the wrestler, was over before it even began. This story of resilience is what wrestling is all about. If you're enjoying this look into how a modern warrior is made, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You won't want to miss where this story goes next. When a dream falls apart, you can either let it break you, or you can build yourself back stronger. For a while, it looked like Arissa's wrestling story was finished. The hype was gone. But in wrestling, the best stories are almost always about the comeback. And just when she needed it, a lifeline came from one of the most respected minds in the business, Dustin Rhodes. Dustin, the man the world knows as the iconic Goldust, is a master of reinvention. Now a foundational coach in AEW, he also opened his own school, the Rhodes Wrestling Academy in Austin, Texas. He saw past the injury and the celebrity name and recognized an athlete with unfinished business. According to Arissa, when Dustin called, it was the jolt she needed to pull herself out of that dark place. She made a life-changing decision. She packed her bags, left California, and moved to Texas to dedicate herself completely to rebuilding her dream at Dustin's school. The Rhodes Wrestling Academy isn't like the polished corporate WWE Performance Center. It's a gritty, old-school, sweat-stained gym where hard work is the only thing that matters. Here, Arissa wasn't a celebrity's daughter. She was just another student starting from scratch. Under Dustin's guidance, a real transformation began. She started working with a personal trainer to get her body back into fighting shape. But Dustin did more than just teach her moves. He helped her connect her raw martial arts talent with the storytelling and psychology of the ring. He became her biggest supporter, stating in an interview, "She's doing a great job, but this is only the beginning for her." He saw the fire that had nearly gone out and started forging it into steel. That fire was about to be unleashed. After months of starting over, the moment finally came. It wasn't on a massive TV show, but at a student showcase for the Rhodes Wrestling Academy in March 2023. Stepping into that ring in front of a small, passionate crowd in Texas, she proved this was a debut she had earned, not one she was given. But the real shockwave came in August 2025. On an episode of TNA Impact, with the formidable Jordynne Grace in the ring, the lights suddenly changed, and an unfamiliar theme song hit the speakers. Out walked Arissa LeBrock. She didn't smile or wave. She walked with a chilling purpose, slid into the ring, and stood face to face with Grace. The commentators were stunned. The crowd erupted. Arissa grabbed a microphone, looked the champion dead in the eye, and said just 5 words. "This division is mine now." Then she dropped the mic. That single moment tells you everything about her potential style. It's built on a foundation of credibility from her years of BJJ training. When a match goes to the mat, she's not just performing a wrestling hold, she's looking for a legitimate submission. There's a quiet intensity there, an economy of motion that feels eerily reminiscent of her father's on-screen persona. Every movement has a purpose. There's no wasted energy, no playing to the crowd, just a scary calm that's more intimidating than any scream. It's the Seagal DNA, that unnerving confidence of a predator who knows they're in control. Under Dustin Rhodes' teaching, she's learning how to blend those lethal skills with showmanship. She's no longer just a martial artist trying out wrestling. She is becoming a professional wrestler. Dustin Rhodes made a bold prediction. Pretty soon, the whole world's going to be talking about Arissa LeBrock. Watching her debut, you realize that wasn't just a coach's praise. It was a warning. Arissa LeBrock's journey is a powerful story of resilience. She proved her passion for this business by choosing the hardest path. She faced a major injury that would have made most people walk away, and she simply refused to give up. Guided by a wrestling legend, she rebuilt herself from the ground up, trading a life of comfort for the sweat and pain of the wrestling mat. She has a rare combination of skills perfectly suited for today's wrestling. She has the legitimate martial arts background for instant credibility, the Hollywood legacy to draw mainstream attention, and now a genuine story of overcoming adversity that fans can actually connect with. Her legacy is no longer about the name she inherited. It's about the name she is building for herself. She isn't riding her family's coattails. She's adding a new, intense, and inspiring chapter to their story, earned with her own sweat and her own grit. So, what's next for Arissa LeBrock? A force this unique has a wide-open path. Now that she's made a statement in TNA, will she continue to shake up the Knockouts division? Or could her journey eventually lead her back to WWE to finish the story that started with that fateful tryout? What's your dream match for Arissa LeBrock? Let us know what you think down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more.